What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the break room. As always, grab your coffee, grab your lunch, grab your breakfast, whatever time you're listening to this. Make sure you avoid the weird guy in the break room that's always kind of getting a little too close and eating the smelly food, because we've got some things to talk about on today's show. Now, as always, you know me, you know the show, the nature of this show, we're going to go everywhere. So just strap in and get ready to ride. And let's get into it. Here we go. So the first thing I want to talk about, obviously, is the NBA. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the NBA. And as you can read the header right here, the NBA, I believe right now, is soft. Now, the NBA right now is handing out technical fouls like they're personal fouls. LaMelo Ball just last night, this is being filmed on the 12th, so the game on the 11th, received a technical foul for what I saw was removing the referee's hand from his body. So I'm confused in this scenario where the technical foul came from. Obviously, if you watch it back again, he removes it a little forcefully, but also, since when are you not allowed to remove someone's hands from touching you? I'm just confused, NBA, where these refs are getting off. Because it seems as though these refs believe that their power comes from the technical foul, and that any player that shows any form of emotion can now get a technical foul. If the ref makes an obscene call and the player says, "What the hell?" technical foul. If the players really get into it and it's a heat of the moment game, there's a little push, there's a little chatter, little chit chat, technical foul. I'm at a loss of words for where the NBA is going as a league. 10, 20 years ago, you had a league where guys could talk to each other, guys could throw a couple elbows, and people loved it. That was the name of the game. Listen, this is still a sport. People's tempers are still going to run high. You throwing out technicals like it's your job clearly isn't working, because it's not stopping it. It's just causing more technical fouls because the NBA's just gotten soft. And as a professional sports league, you can't afford to be soft. People don't want soft. When I'm watching the game, I want LaMelo Ball to be fired up. I want him to be talking to the other team. I want him to be throwing the body a little bit, because that's what sports are all about. It's all about that passion. And when you give technical fouls for just showing a little passion, just getting caught up in the moment a little bit, you're taking away from the name of the game. You're taking away from the name of the game, and you're trying to make it like I'm watching golf. If I wanted to watch golf, I'll put on the golf channel. I'm watching the NBA. I want to see some chit chat. I want to see a little pushing and shoving. You know, these guys are out here battling. If I want to go watch someone whispering into the mic here on the 18th hole, we've got Bubba Watson. I'll go watch some golf. All right? But I will tell you one thing the NBA has done right that is not soft is the NBA play-in tournament. Finally, the NBA has introduced something to make the playoffs a little bit more exciting. 7, 8, 9, and 10 in the East and West, get ready to play, because you're playing to get in. And that means in the Eastern Conference that the Hornets are in, because they're going to smack the Celtics. So Celtics, good luck playing the Wizards, because they're going to beat the Pacers. But here's my thing about the play-in tournament. It's not about the teams that are in it right now. The thing about the play-in tournament that I love is that LeBron James has somehow stuck his little nose into the middle of it and made a claim that everyone knows is absurd. The play-in tournament is one of the best things to happen to NBA basketball in a long time, because it allows these teams that are honestly fringe playoff teams that would be exciting to see in an NBA playoff scenario that you might never see. Like this one-off Wizards team. You don't know if they're going to be back in the playoffs next year, even back in that 9 or 10 spot. If Westbrook leaves, maybe Beal gets dealt. You never know. But this Wizards team, I want to see compete in the playoffs. And now you can see that. And those teams want it, man. These teams really want that. But now that LeBron James is going to be in the play-in tournament because his Lakers are sucking to win, it's now the worst idea the NBA's ever had. And the guy that came up with it deserves to be fired. Hey, newsflash, LeBron. My guy Jason backstage just let me know that you tweeted a couple years ago about how it would be great to see the Blazers and all these teams have a little play-in tournament before getting into the playoffs where your spot is already secured. Well, guess what, LeBron? Your spot's no longer secured. And you're sitting there looking like a doofus because you're tweeting one thing and now you're saying another because you're in it. Does that whittle ankle not want to play in the play-in tournament? LeBron, you know, I'm sick of the whining. For someone who's supposed to be the best player ever to play the game, it seems as though the mentality is soft with this. If I was LeBron James right now, which clearly I'm not and will never be, and I was in the playoff and I was in the play-in position, I'd be craving the play-in. Make me earn my spot. That makes me look even better. If I'm LeBron James and I win the play-in tournament, get into the playoffs that way, and then go to the finals, that's going to speak volumes to NBA fans because that's something Michael Jordan never had to do. So if you're all about this debate that you're the best of all time, why don't you take this as an opportunity to show your greatness instead of complaining about it? Because there are other guys in this NBA, there are other guys not even in this NBA that are outside of the NBA that would give their left leg to play in a play-in tournament. And guys in the NBA that are grinding all year, and miss out by one game that can now be in the play-in tournament because guess what? They're not allowed to build super teams at certain organizations, LeBron. They can't just be like, oh, Anthony Davis, yeah, come here. We'll trade the entire franchise away for you. So how do we use this as an opportunity to not be soft? Use it as an opportunity. An opportunity, LeBron. That's all I'm saying, man. Just an opportunity. That's it. Because you have an opportunity. I'm going to say opportunity again. Get the opportunity counter out because I'm saying it one more time. Use this play-in tournament. If the Lakers even end up falling in the play-in tournament, you might not. You're only a game out, I'm pretty sure, from being out of the play-in tournament and having a secured spot. So use this, get the counter ready, as an opportunity to show your greatness. Separate yourself from the conversation entirely by playing in this play-in tournament, craving this play-in tournament. I'm just tired of the whining, but I'm excited for it because the Hornets are going to be in it. And that's going to be great. But I'll tell you one thing that's not great. So, Tim Tebow, he's back in the NFL. Someone want to tell me why Tim Tebow is back in the NFL? I mean, the last time Tim Tebow played football, I'm pretty sure I was in middle school. So why is Tim Tebow back in the NFL? And why did the Jaguars sign him? If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I guarantee the conversation was we need a good mentor for Trevor. We need someone that can take Trevor under his wing, really show him the ropes, get him going, have someone that's going to be in his corner. And where the hell did Tim Tebow's name come in? I would have loved to seen that conference room. So, guys, we need, let's be honest here. We need to get someone going for Trevor here. Okay? I'm thinking we need someone that'll be a good mentor. Somebody that has been in the league before, a good veteran, maybe someone that's won something before on another team, maybe someone that's a little washed, just to have him have someone to bounce things off of. Do we have any ideas? Do we have any ideas? Got Carl in the corner. I was thinking the other day that Tim Tebow would be really good for that. Did Carl just say Tim Tebow? Why in God's name would we bring Tim Tebow back? Well, he was good at football in college and never did anything in the NFL, so I'm thinking maybe we put our rookie's fate in his hands. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking Carl's got a great idea, guys. Why don't we bring Tim Tebow back, who hasn't played football in almost a decade? Like, what? What was that conversation like? Why in God's name am I getting a notification that Tim Tebow is back in the NFL? There's no reason why Tim Tebow should be back in the NFL. There's so many other quarterbacks right now that are out there. I can guarantee you that would be a better mentor than Tim freaking Tebow. One of them I can think of, I don't even know, is he still in the Colts? Freaking Phillip Rivers. I don't know. Just get anybody. Trade for Matt Ryan. Give the Atlanta Falcons your freaking dishwasher for Matt Ryan and get him on there to, what are we doing here bringing Tim Tebow back from the death? I mean, people have been craving for Colin Kaepernick to come back. The NFL's not making its case any better by bringing freaking Tim Tebow back. And I'm a Jets fan. We got Tim Tebow. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is unprecedented that Tim Tebow is back in the NFL. I mean, oh. Well, now I'm going to look like an idiot because they signed him as a tight end. Well, the same thing stands. Let's go back. Let's now that we're here, let's rewind a second. Tim Tebow still doesn't deserve to be in the NFL, but let's rewind a second to that same boardroom, right? So, guys, I'm thinking We need a nice tight end. Maybe fill out the depth chart. Who are we thinking? Anybody got any ideas? Good tight ends, maybe 1 year removed from the league, maybe some good free agents. I was watching TV yesterday, and I saw Tim Tebow on the TV, and I thought, let's take a Florida Gators quarterback who played quarterback in the NFL, turn him into a tight end, and bring him down to Jacksonville. I mean, it's the most the most Florida move I think I've ever seen. Like, only people from Florida would bring Tim Tebow back to be a tight end, but also the same skit that I did about the quarterback, he's still going to be helping Trevor Lawrence. They didn't just sign Tim Tebow to be a tight end. They're going to say, hey, Tim, take him under your wing, show him the ropes a little bit. But why is he the mentor you choose? If you think he's just coming on the team to put his head down and play tight end and not be there for Trevor Lawrence as a bouncing board, you're an idiot. Or maybe I'm an idiot, because I didn't even know they signed him as a tight end. I saw the notification and immediately was just shocked. But moving north, moving north. I think northeast would be New Jersey. Moving northeast to New York. How about those Jets, huh? We're going to London. We're going to London. We're going to London. We're going to London. The Jets are coming to London. The Jets are coming to London. That's going to be sick. We're going to London. We're playing the Falcons. It should be a win. Let's be honest. It should be a win. It should be an auto win for the Jets here, going to London. But I think that's going to be great for the Jets. We need some support from overseas. That's what we're missing. We've got no love on the homestead, on domestic soil. So we got to go out. We got to go out to find the fans. And I think London is a perfect spot for a Jets fan to be formed. We got that great color green. We always disappoint. And we always seem to be screwing up somehow. And English fans just love teams that do that. I mean, you look at Arsenal supporters. You look at the guys that support championship clubs, League One, League Two. I mean, we are like a perfect mold for those teams, Liverpool fans currently. And I think it just might help the brand enough to really forward us into that next phase of fandom. I mean, to have, we get a couple Jets fans going in Europe, we get that little Europe meme scene going on the Jets. I mean, there's nothing I would love more. But they also released the Week 1 schedule. And in classic Jets fashion, we have somehow secured the Panthers in Week 1, which means we will be playing against the quarterback whose career we almost ruined and who we just traded and betrayed. So Sam Darnold, please don't do us dirty, because if we play and Zach Wilson sucks and you play really well, I'm just going to be hurt. I'm going to be hurt. So if we could just avoid that, that'd be great. Because the thought of us playing the Panthers and you doing well against us and maybe us losing that game, that would really hurt. I mean, and Robbie Anderson, you're basically playing against the two guys that that would really hurt me as a person. So maybe we could not do that. I think that'd be great. But I'm really looking forward to this year as a Jets fan. We got a lot of things coming. Should be a really good year. We've got some exciting players, but the Jets aren't the only organization that have some exciting players / fans. Because we've got some featured booking accounts that I'd like to discuss. And listen, Book It Sports, you're asking, what is Book It Sports? What is this logo right here? What's going on? What is Book It Sports? Who the hell is Mikey O'Ver? This podcast came up on my YouTube, whatever, wherever. Let me tell you right now, Book It Sports is the one-stop shop for all things sports fans and sports bettors alike. It is a social media scrolling application that you can do 4 things that are very key to the community. One is you can follow your friends and follow influencers. You can follow handicap. You can follow anybody that's on the platform, including myself at Mikey O'Ver. You can post to the feed and have people interact with not only your picks, but also your takes. You can track your action that you're placing on your sportsbook and track your record on the Book It Sports app so people know that if you're capping or if you're really good at this. And if you're going through a cold streak or if you just want some help, you can also buy verified picks from our verified handicappers who are on absolute hot streaks right now. Shout out to Best Bets Daily. He's one of the accounts I want to shout out. He commented under my post on Book It, so we're throwing him a shout out. He's doing great. He's scalding hot with his picks, and he pitches profits. So take a look for him. I also got some other accounts I want to shout out. Nicky Picks, he's doing great. Just got off the Twitch stream with his show that he does with DH Bets. What a show. You guys need to check that out if you're just sports fans in general, or if you want to get their picks too, because they give you some good picks on there as well. Shout out Marner. He's been tailing all my player props, baby. So you know how we get down. I'm trying to bring him the profit. Had a rough day yesterday, but guess what, Marner? I'm coming back hot today, and I'm going to save that bank account for both of us. Shout out Vogues. The guy Vogues, he gets in that car, and he goes, what the hell's going on, Book It? I need the Charlotte Hornets to cover tonight. And people are loving it. People are loving it. I'm loving the Vogues content. He's fishing with a beer in hand behind the face of the bet right there. Last time we did that promotion. Vogues, you're killing it, buddy. Keep going, man. And then shout out the Chemist, a complete rebrand of his page. He's gone from the Chemist to Burnley Unders back to Chemist, and now the new Chemist account is looking absolutely pitch perfect, beautiful. Chemist, congratulations on the rebrand, buddy. I'm looking forward to cashing with you, my friend, and the rest of the accounts that I shouted out. All of you are doing great. Thank you for being a part of the Book It community. You're what makes the wheels go. So thank you to all you guys. And listen, I'm going to be shouting out some new users next week, so make sure you try to get your name on that list by being a part of the community and interacting. But now let's step into the train station. The final piece de resistance of the break room episodes. Hopefully you're almost done with your coffee. Hopefully 17 minutes isn't too long, but guess what? I'm going to keep it real short. I got two, let me say it again, 2 train tickets. A little update on Zach Wilson train, the hype train. I'm all in. The schedule is out. I'm excited. We're going to London. We're bringing the rookie with us from BYU, and guess what? We're taking it to the crib. I'm expecting a double-digit win season. But that's where I am at the beginning of every year. Realistically, let's get over 5. Let's get over 5. Over 5 would be really good. I'd love, just over 5 wins would be great. But I'm expecting double digits, so keep that in the back of your mind. So I'm booking that train ticket over 10 wins for the New York Jets this season. And now, for a new ticket. And it's one that I've purchased before, but it was for a player. So I'm just going to purchase a ticket for the whole team because guess what? We're locked in the playoffs. It's the freaking Charlotte Hornets. Give me my ticket, ma'am. Thank you. Here's my money. Psych, this ticket is free. Because I've been following them all year. And I'm ready to punch that playoff ticket right now. And I'm getting in this train, and I'm strapping myself in. I'm getting a little drink from the minibar because I need it. And maybe it'll be something blue because that would go really well with the Charlotte Hornets color. I'm also going to buy a little baggie of pretzels so I'm, nourished on my trip. But guess what? This train is going until it stops. And when it stops, you will have a very dramatic update of the train crashing, me with the train. I'll probably fall out of my chair, but that won't be till next time. This has been the Break Room. I'm Mikey O'Ver. Hopefully you got a kick out of me not knowing Tim Tebow was actually a tight end, but joke's on you if you think he's not going to be the mentor that I was making fun of him for being. This has been the Break Room. Thank you for listening. I'll be back next week. Hope your coffee was good.